Hi, we're here today to demonstrate how to apply a decal to the existing Kaiser bags. As you know, the surface of these bags are a little rough and will need to have some adhesive promoter put onto the area to allow the decal to stick. In this case, we will send you either an adhesive promoter called Pro-Bond, or you can find this online and order some. How you apply this is liberally with a brush, brushing over the entire area where you need to apply the decal. It says on the can to leave for 15 seconds, but this particular material in the bag takes a little bit more drying time than we would if we were applying this onto a vehicle. So I suggest at least doing the bag and leaving them for anywhere to 2 to 5 minutes. Once this is applied, it doesn't matter how long you actually leave the area. If it's dry, you just don't want to get anything on the bag that's going to stick into that area apart from the decal that we intend to apply there. My suggestion is possibly go ahead. Why not go ahead and do 10 if not 20 bags ahead of the time with the promoter, brush it on there, let them sit and come back and apply the decals later on. A couple of things to have ready once you're ready to apply the decal is possibly a model knife, like an X-Acto knife or a model knife, to allow you to pick the decal up, and also a paper towel. The decals that we have sent out to you in the past have come with a clear application tape on top. This is put on here so when you roll the decal back, this allows the decal to be picked up easily and placed onto the bag. We're going to send out these decals this time without the clear application on. We feel it's going to make the installation a lot easier for you, and we're going to demonstrate that right now. So this one here, I'm going to remove this application paper, which again I think has led to some confusion when the other decals have arrived. This was left on some of the decals after applying to the bag, and this is actually supposed to be removed and then thrown away. So when you receive your decal this time, it's just going to come ready on its backing paper, and this is how I want you to apply. We already went ahead earlier and we coated the bag so it's had plenty of time to dry, so we're not going to do that step right now. Once you get your decal, you place it upside down on a table, take a corner, and then carefully just roll away. If the decal doesn't want to come away like it did there, and you saw how easy that was by turning upside down and just rolling like so, take your little X-Acto knife and just spread it under there and pick that corner up gently prior to sticking. All we want to do in this case is not pull the decal off the entire backing paper. That's what's going to give you difficulty. What we need to do here is just roll back about 1 inch of the decal and make a nice tight crease in the backing paper. That has now allowed me to pick the decal up and keeps it in one position. I can hold it on its sticky edge like this, and everything else is still in place. Bring it over to the bag, and what you want to do here is move it around and line it up as best you can with the top letters. You see the P and the E here. Basically lay the decal down into the center there between your two marks here. Once you're happy with the position of the decal, you can let the paper go, and with this sticky edge just roll with your finger and stick that edge down. That is now stuck permanently due to the adhesive promoter on the bag. That edge is stuck nicely now. We can now pick the decal off, rolling it back, and you heard that was a little sticky. You'll find it's sticky because of obviously the promoter on here, but it's not going to stick the paper to the bag. Carefully then just take your fingers and roll away the backing paper from the decal. This will now allow you to pick it up almost like what we call in the industry a hinge, and then lay the decal out straight across the bag, and if you like, pick up a paper towel and just gently rub across that, pushing the air out as you go. Or in this case, the decal could be stretched out and just drop nicely onto the bag. There is a little perforation in the bag which is going to allow the air to escape. So with that, after you've got it down in position, take a cloth, either a soft cloth or like I say a paper towel, lay it on top of the decal and just give it a nice hard rubbing over, pushing all the air out. If you notice here, there's no bubbles whatsoever in this bag. The perforations have allowed the air to escape, but what you can see is the decal is stuck nice and firmly onto the bag. The edges are not curling up, and basically that's ready to go. We don't have to remove this time. Remember, we are not applying this time. If you have any decals back there that you intend to apply in future with this on, you could go ahead and remove that like I did prior to stitching. Once you get used to this way of putting these decals down, it's going to make life a lot easier for you in the long run. So there's one of them down, nice and stuck. The promoter's on there, it's got it in place, and the bag at this point is ready to go. Good luck sticking.